Huntington Beach. I'm Lisa Marie. I wanted to bring you 360 degrees of Huntington Beach's surf, sand, and sunsets. You want to take a look and see why people visit Huntington Beach, own here, and call it a #1 surfing community in all of Southern California. So let's start out by going behind the door. We have a local resident who had a dream. She wanted a wine room. So she found some space underneath her stairwell. I was unbelievably blown away when I got to take a look at this. So here's where the contractor started out. He cut out 3 holes in the areas that she felt she could see and view and access the wine room herself. So now let's take a look inside. So the features in this beautiful wine room is a door glass. It's temperature controlled, and it's got multiple lighting options. There's a cooling system, and it runs on 220 electrical. They have a compressor, but it's located on the exterior of the property. Now you see these wine racks? They are acrylic wine racks, and they all have precision holes that were drilled, enough to hold 480 bottles. And what was really important is that the bottles themselves could be viewed on the exterior of the wine room itself, but accessible, so when you went inside the wine room, you could actually grab your bottles. She also included 2 illuminating shelves, which I thought were beautiful. So at the end, the project turned out to be a great success and a beautiful, beautiful wine room. So all in all, it took about 3 months. And the cost, you ask? Well, it can run you anywhere, depending on your finishes that you choose, from $30,000 up to $50,000. I hope you enjoyed this segment. I sure did, and I look forward to seeing you next week behind the door. Here's our local weather in Huntington Beach for the week. And if you don't know this man, well, let me introduce you. Amazing guy, local, been around forever. Just a really, really great guy, Huntington Henry. So what's our weather like this week?
Huntington Henry here. I'm on the north side of the Huntington Beach Pier. It is another awesome morning on Monday, January 10th, 2022. We have an air temperature about 50 degrees. Our morning low was about 48 degrees. We have a wind, kind of variable, kind of north, kind of northwest a little bit, but that is expected to stay on the offshore side from the northeast most of the day. It could turn variable onshore, but we are expecting northeast winds throughout tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Our air temperature on the sand today topping off at about 70 degrees and even slightly warmer tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have mostly cloudy skies right now, sun peeking through a little bit. Should have a little partly sunny skies today. More sun Tuesday and Wednesday, warmer weather. Thursday, increasing clouds again. Could be a slight chance of a few sprinkles, but then clearing out a little bit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the week's looking great for the weather and the surf. And right now we're looking at about 1 to 3 feet at Huntington Beach Pier, occasional 4-foot faces coming in. And we are expecting a little west swell to come in throughout the next couple days, peaking on Wednesday, coming in from a west direction at about 3 to 5, occasional 6. Your best bet is going to be in the Ventura County area. You're going to be looking at 3 to 6, occasional 7. The South Bay, 3 to 5, some 6-footers. And Huntington Beach, generally on the 3 to 4, occasional 5, and max 6-foot sets coming in. And towards San Diego, you could probably pick up some 3 to 6, occasional 7. San Diego peaks out a little later in the day on Wednesday as the west swell comes in through this way. The water temperature 58 degrees, and that's holding pretty good. Not much tide change. Generally, a low tide around 11 a.m., somewhere in the 1 or 1.5 foot range, and the high tide around 4:30 in the afternoon. And if you can find a spot that's pretty good for surf, hang out, because it's going to stay pretty much good all day long, and then with those variable offshore winds. So we have some great conditions here. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Henry Surf Showcase. That's Henry Surf Showcase, all small letters, all one word, on YouTube. I have some videos I've uploaded for you up and down the Southern California coast throughout the years, and you might want to check that out. That's the latest from the Huntington Beach Pier on Northside. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Huntington Henry. Great to see you. We'll see you next week. So this week in housing, let's take a look at 2022 predictions. This includes interest rates. Now, this is not only Huntington Beach, Orange County, but the U.S. footprint. We're talking about home pricing, forbearances, delinquencies. Well, let's go to the experts. This is David Childers from Keeping Current Matters, and let's listen to what he has to say on interest rates.
Experts still are looking at it saying we're going to see interest rates rise in this year. As we go throughout 2022, this is the most updated look from Fannie, Freddie, MBA, and NAR. You see the average of all four on the right from the first quarter to second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Here's the bottom line. What I see right here with experts is sometime by the end of the year between 3.5% and 4%.
So, thanks, David. And 3.5% to 4%, that's still pretty darn low. And if you've been around in Huntington Beach, Orange County, Southern California, 20 years ago, pricing on percentages for interest rates, they were high. I know in 1990 I paid almost 9%, and prior to that they were in 13%, and people could actually bring up 18%. Yes, back in the day, 18% interest rates. So I think 3.5% to 4%, still pretty darn low. So next, home price increase. So the National Association of Realtors shows us here that the expectation in 2022 predictions is that we can expect somewhere around 5.7% increase in home values. Now keep in mind, this is a national number, but for us here in Southern California, typically we always outpace that number. So the expectation is even higher. So your rate of growth on equity this year looks pretty darn good. Forbearance. Interesting, a lot of conversation, a lot of talk about forbearance. But I'm here to tell you that the forbearance numbers have dropped dramatically. In fact, just recently, last week, they dropped below 1 million. What contributed to the drop? Well, there's several things. One of them, loan modifications. This is when somebody comes to their lender and says, hey, look, I can't afford this payment. I need help. So they go in and they modify the loan. What does they do? Well, they tackle on maybe another 2-3 years on the back end of the loan. So what originally started out as a 30-year loan now may be a 33-year loan. So they're all whole, they're not delinquent, and the money that is due and is put on the back end of the loan. The other thing is, some folks have missed payments. And what they've done to get out of forbearance is they just exited the program, got themselves current, and they became whole themselves. There are some trial loans that were done, which removed them out of forbearance, which was helpful for the numbers. And then simply, some people just either paid off their loan or they sold their property and ended forbearance altogether. So we're on a great decline for forbearances, and then quite frankly in Orange County, it's very small. So this is a good message for 2022 predictions. I hope this was helpful for you, and next week we'll have more on inventory and what is affecting our price points here in Southern California, and what to expect for the rest of the year as far as homes on the market, availability, and how long will it take to sell your home. We'll talk next week. We have a lot of people that help Huntington Beach be what it is, and they're behind the scenes, and we don't always get to know who they are. So today I wanted to talk about a very special organization, Robin's Nest. Robin Wood started the organization several years ago, and it came about because when you are 18 and if you're in school and you need to finish school, if there's circumstances at home, maybe abuse, there's issues getting transportation to school, there may be some other unfortunate situations, and you're 18 years old, it can be a challenge to get resources to help you finish school. Robin created Robin's Nest to help those in need. Here's a story about DZ. It's very, very compelling. I hope you listen to it. It's short, but it's really heartwarming. And the transition that this young teenager went through, it's amazing. So here's the story.
I grew up in an abusive home with drug-addicted parents, was in and out of child protective services, and was homeless. I didn't really do much in school after 5th grade. I kind of just gave up and started doing my own thing. I I started going down a not so bright path, hanging out with a lot of bad people, and doing a lot of unnecessary things I shouldn't have been doing. At 16, I was referred to Robin's Nest, and I was placed in safe housing, got a job, and was accepted into the Job Corps, which is a federal program that offers free education and vocational training. It was a big turning point in my life because there was someone there that gave a damn about what I wanted for once. She gives a second chance to all these kids. I could have gone to prison and no one would have ever thought of me. She gives everyone a second wind, and she doesn't look at you like a scumbag. She looks at you like a kid who was failed by their own parents. I went on to receive my high school diploma and join the Marine Corps. Now I'm 22, finishing up my military enlistment. I'm married, paid off my car, and I'm ready to buy a home in Kansas, where I'll work in chemical and biohazard cleanup. Thank you to Robin and to Robin's Nest.
So another local influencer, and I just had to give a shout out to both of these gentlemen. First of all, Patrick Riley, thank you so much posting this in nextdoor.com, letting us know what Jeff Miller does and has been doing every day for the last 6 months. How cool is this? So apparently Patrick Riley goes out and he goes on his bike and he surfs and he sees Jeff Miller out there picking up trash every day. And he decides to post it on Nextdoor. I thought that was so cool. Thousands of likes and 500 plus comments. What a great community. Hey, I just want to give you a shout out to both of you. Thank you for posting, Patrick Riley. Thank you, Jeff Miller, picking that up and keeping our beaches clean. That is just too cool. And I'm so glad we get to give you a shout out today. We're always looking for a fun drink. So drink of the week. We found at Capones. I don't know if you've ever been to Capones. It's one of my favorite restaurants. It's in Huntington Beach off of Newland and Adams in the Newland Center. But I went and visited Jose, and he is going to show us how to make the drink of the week.
Ready? Hello everyone. Basil and cucumber. We're gonna mix it up together and listen magic tune. One ounce of all the flour, 2 ounces of the gin, just our mix, checking. You see this muscle? Because I chicken so well. Are you ready, Lisa?
Absolutely.
Look at what is this.
That is so beautiful.
Bingo. Come on to Capone's and enjoy like cucumber basil refresher. Enjoy it.
Cucumber basil refresher. Amazing. I loved it. It was absolutely yummy, and you will love it too. So next time you go into Capone's, say hello to Jose. Tell him you want the basil cucumber refresher. It's wonderful. We love our furry pets, and sometimes they need a place to stay and they need adoption. I found this really cool place.
Hi, I'm Jane and this is Karen. We are the founders of Alfie's Kitten Rescue and Cat Nap Hangout and Adoptions. So come in down and meet all our kitties and enjoy hangout time with all the cats. And we hope to see you soon.
With all these special furry friends, one that I wanted to feature this week is Nicholas. He's 2 years old. He's the white one with the really cute gray nose. So sweet. I just fell in love with him. So if you're interested in adopting him, please give Cat Nap Hangout and Adoptions. Give them a call, go visit, and visit the little furry friends. They're really sweet. It's a great facility. I encourage anybody who loves our furry guys, come out and visit and see, maybe you will fall in love like I did. Hey Huntington Beach, thanks for joining me this week. Had a lot of fun. It was great. I hope you enjoyed this segment. I will look forward to seeing you next week. And hey, in the meantime, take a walk down to the beach, dip your toes in the sand, enjoy an amazing air. Because honestly, we live in paradise. Till next week, it's Lisa Marie. Thanks for joining.